Eagles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 40. A very solid gain of 27. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. Doesn't even need to be a break.
Touchdown, Vikings! Dalvin Cook, 32 yards. And the Vikings are on the board here first in the season opener. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Ready.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
And it's intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Vikings will take over here at their own 14-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
No gain on the play there, second down. He couldn't get the edge there. It wasn't sealed, so maybe not all on the guy running the football all the time on those tosses and the pitches that go to the outside.
No, not at all. I would agree with that totally, because sometimes the defensive guys, they win the edge battle. And when they do that, there's no place for the running back to go, and especially for offensive linemen trying to get out ahead. With their footwork and speed, it was negligible on that play. No gain at all for the offense.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And they snap him short of the first as he can only get to the 20. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a fourth down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a fourth down.
4th down on as the punt team sending this one away. Rodgers to return it. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here. 1st and 10.
At their own 40-yard line.
Ready, break.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Quick throw out wide, and Pierce has got it. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage, good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right, you're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Taylor. And he's got this down to the 35. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy set the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Catch made here by Campbell. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Here we go.
First red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap and let those spaces. We advance further into this game. That play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his football.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. First down, here's the run with Cook. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there, and how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hand on him, do they?
And they'll get him to the ground, and he has enough 22-yard line. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Back to throw again. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They'll look to throw again. They go with a shovel pass, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick is good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get. I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey? Not the one that you're throwing it to. And maybe you have to be stern a little bit. Whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
While 3 completions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
He'll look to throw. He finds Pierce. It's complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Well, there you go, Charles. His first touchdown pass in the new season.
Well, let's just go back to his rookie year because he's able to get his feet wet, right? Get a little bit of experience. Now I think here in year 2, the game will slow down for him, and we'll see his true talents come out.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
In this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That'll be complete to Cook. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Colts are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. Now the defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Man, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We got 2. Right here, 3. Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. And the Colts are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by a Caleb Evans. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in the 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They run it again with Cook. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Now back to throw. Got an open man, finding Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings! Justin Jefferson, 40 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. The 40. Past the 20. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Colts.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times where they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, and if you do, you're taking on some responsibility, but he was happy to do so there.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Kenenuagu now out of his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
On play action, they'll throw. Steps away. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Bobby Okereke running in and bringing him down.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. He'll fire it deep for Rager. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Jalen Rager as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken.
Ready.
Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far to the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going. And
my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Lewisine. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
Hey, that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Okay,
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2nd and 6. And now here's another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Vikings are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 24. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings booming away. Taking it about the 1. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
On the double.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
They'll try and throw for it here. He's got a man, complete. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. Really nice job there, showing the mobility, getting outside and creating something. I mean, that's good on any down. When you're going for it on fourth, that's a big play.
And it wasn't designed at all. Not a design play for him to bootleg out or get...
This is caught at the 20. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Touchdown, Colts. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Colts are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Brandon Staley telling his troops to stay out there and go for two. They'll look to throw. Incomplete. So unable to throw it in for two from the two. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
16-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go do the blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And it'll be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. They'll look to throw here. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll set up to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Had to pass there. 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them are the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
2nd and 4. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown. Alec Pierce, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Colts get a bit closer. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. He'll drop to throw. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. Open man is Thielen is complete. And he will have the Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back to throw now on 1st down. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Aaron Robinson. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Left side to start the drive is complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Come on, set! 52 blaster!
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor taking it in from a yard out. And the Colts have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. They'll let Taylor try and run. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
A The throw over the middle, taken in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is second and less than a yard. Now a throw here to his running back, and he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. We all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
3rd down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and then push the lead up to 8. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet. Okay, being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Here we go.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a 1-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a 2-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a 1-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. 2nd and 5. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. It's Cameron Dantzler who hits it, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Makes the score.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fields it right around the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Vikings are going to take over here up near the 40. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Out to his left. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
He finds some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now a play fake here on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incomplete.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they feel like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Lewis. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught by Thielen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll look to throw here on first down. He'll fire it deep for Rager. Touchdown, Vikings! Jalen Rager, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Vikings are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by a Caleb Evans. CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1 and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. It's good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you.